So it's blocked to move in this puzzle, and I bet you can't find the first move of this puzzle. So it's blocked to move, and you only need to find the first move of this puzzle, and I'll let you have a minute to think about what's the first move, and it's really unusual. I didn't even consider it when I was seeing it this week.
Okay.
Alright, have you considered the first move?
Okay, I think rook b8.
Rook b8? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I would say that is not the correct one. But as the thing's like, I'll just show you the solution, and afterwards, well, I'll just show you the first move, the real first move, and say, do you consider this move? And you can let me know if you did consider the move.
Yeah, okay, I have checked, but I have checked the idea, but I thought it's too slow. I don't know why. And yeah, this I missed. I missed this, yeah. I think if I had more time, it's possible to find.
This position is blocked to move. Find the first move only, and time starts now.
Black can castle, right? Just saying.
Both sides can castle. The first move is unusual.
I think that GM's claim is like, I don't think 5 minutes is enough.
He says 5 minutes. I'm just going by the standards, but you can tell me what is better time frame for the next guy. But 1 minute left, like 45 seconds.
Yeah, no, I think my move is fixed, but I just can't like
Calculate.
see every line. I have ideas, but it's not like that obvious. You obviously need more time for these types of positions.
Yeah.
Well, I would play. It's probably wrong. I would play rook d8.
Rook d8. Okay.
Yeah. With the idea if bishop takes, I want to take with the king and like go rook g5 or like knight d4, knight e5. But I don't think rook d8 is the right move. It just doesn't feel normal.
So that's the final answer?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's not rook d8.
It's just that I spend my 5 minutes a bit more. And you should also not tell them to look for a sophisticated thing.
Yeah. And find the first move. Okay, looks interesting. Do I talk through my thought process? Okay, so the first impression, it looks like, you know, black has a nice queen and a nice bishop. White's king is exposed. The rook on h2 is out of the game. So it feels like white needs to activate his rooks. Obviously, white can't castle. Also, the knight on g3 is a little bit loose. So moves like h5 come into mind for black. h5 with idea h4, kick the knight, and if gh, he drops the bishop. h5 could be met by h4. And then I'm kind of stuck again. Okay, so let's see, h5, h4. I don't see any other moves in that position. How to get the knight removed. Okay, what are my other options? So I'm debating between rook g6 now and rook d8. Rook g6 looks quite forcing, because he can't really stop me from taking. His knight can't move, he is completely paralyzed, and then I just take on f6 and castle. Yeah, I think that's my choice, is rook g6.
Alright, g6. And you are correct.
Yes!
The right choice.
But you see my thought process, right? That I felt like there had to be some way to remove either the knight or the bishop. So first I was trying to remove the knight with h5. But then he has this h4 move. Yeah, this is a beautiful puzzle.
Basically, castle queenside gets over the pin and everything's good, and you're attacking the white king still, you know. But, you know, JJ, you know, the General John, he's played rook d8, and Zaven played rook b8 instead.
With idea b5, right?
But exactly, but they, you know, they can the rook g6 idea.
It took me a while though, right? I was like close to the last minute.
Yeah.
I got the right idea with
Exactly,
rook d8, but then I improved on with rook g6.
Yeah, to do like, you know, you can't do the first thing you thought of, not even third. Like you thought about h5,
And then h4, yeah.
rook d8. Well, the thing is, like, the first one, Zaven Andrasyan, he said, he did it for 1 minute. I gave him 1 minute. So I need 5 more minutes. Like it's just 5 more. So that's why I got the 1 to 5.
Oh yeah, you need
And
at least
I
5 minutes. But probably no more than 5. I think 5 is a good rough.
Hey, check this video out to make sure you get more important information to bring your chess to next level.